counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review that with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Tamayo, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did, and I would like to address the court so I can just let you know what I'm doing in Texas. I'm from California.
Okay, I mean,
It ain't gonna make a difference.
all right, then maybe your attorney doesn't want to talk about what you're doing here. All right, counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Proceeding on count 2 waiting.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you cite it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand your charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1B, 4 grams to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Today we've got a front row seat to a courtroom disaster featuring ING, a violent offender who's about to learn why you never disrespect a judge. This guy's attitude is next level, scoffing, eye-rolling, swinging back and forth in his chair like he's on a playground, and just radiating smugness. Rule number 1 in court: if you don't know what you're doing, let your attorney talk for you. But no, this guy decided to bring his stand-up routine to a place where humor doesn't exactly win points unless you count contempt of court as a punchline. Fun fact: judges have the power to enforce courtroom decorum, and under Rule 3.5, showing disrespect can directly impact your case, so scoffing at the person holding the gavel. Bad idea. Watching this unfold is like watching someone insult the chef before their meal comes out. Bold but catastrophically dumb. What do you guys think? Is this guy rude, or am I just too old school? Either way, let's dive in and see how this circus act plays out.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
I try not to, but yes.
Well, I mean, it's either you did or you did not. If you want a jury trial, we can set you for jury trial.
No, I just give up the rights.
All right.
Right?
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Tamayo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, but I would like to
Anyone?
tell somebody.
Yes.
I came to visit a cousin in July, and I was here only for a month. It took 5 months for me to see a court date. I lost my brother, I lost my cousin that I came to visit while I was in Kasher, lost my aunt, lost my sister-in-law too. And I was hoping for probation, you know what I mean? Go to Victory Outcry and get a blueprint and help out the community, give you guys a year and have the community speak for itself, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, what I can tell you is this is Texas, not California, and that's not the way things are done here. So my question is,
I also know what's constitutional, not constitutional.
has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
Nah,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
I just finished doing 10 years.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything other than this plea bargain agreement?
No,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
anywhere I can't complain.
All right. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am. In
Court will find
California.
that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I understand it all.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offer states exhibit number 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
I signed a paper to get extradited. They said 30, 60, 90 days. Am I gonna get extradited back to California?
And then this guy just casually tells the judge he wants to be sent back to California. Like, what is this, a courtroom or a travel agency? Does he think California prisons come with yoga classes and avocado toast? I mean, why even say that out loud? Someone please explain the logic here, because I'm lost. You can see Judge Boyd's patience hanging on by a thread. Honestly, she deserves an award for not snapping at this guy and his attorney. Oh, that poor man is trying so hard to keep it together, but you can see it in his eyes. He's thinking this guy just earned himself an express ticket to a very long prison stay. If this isn't a masterclass in what not to do in court, I don't know what is. And the way this guy is standing there, it's almost like he's daring everyone to lose their cool. The smugness is unreal at this point. I'm not sure if he thinks he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, or if he's just completely out of touch with reality. Either way, it's a bold strategy and not in a good way. Let's see how much longer Judge Boyd can hold it together.
Texas prison, and then they will transfer you.
I thought I was gonna get extradited before that.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, hell yeah.
All
I
right.
love Texas. Yeah.
Court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison.
Mhm.
There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with Sandra L. Torres.
Why is that?
All right. Counsel, is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights? And I'm sorry, also no contact with Julian Rodriguez
How do you know that, dude? I met him that day.
and Christy Brown. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain, counsel, did he review the document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Good luck with you.
Do you guys think 3 years was justified? This man literally just got out of prison not too long ago, and now he's already heading back for another 3 years. It's like he's speed running the prison system at this point. Under the 3 strikes law in some states, repeat offenders can face even harsher penalties, so he should consider himself lucky this isn't his 3rd major strike. Otherwise he could be looking at life. What really gets me is his attitude. He reminds me of a little kid who thinks it's cool to go to prison, like he's collecting some sort of badge of honor. You can see him smiling and laughing, completely oblivious to the reality of his situation. For context, judges often consider a defendant's demeanor during sentencing under Rule 32 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. Smile ing and laughing probably not the best way to get on their good side. I honestly wonder if this guy will ever wake up to reality at some point. You'd think the revolving door of prison would get old, but maybe not for him. Either way, it's a tough lesson he's choosing not to learn anyway. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and take care.